Hi there, and welcome to the Cotswold Explorer. I'm Robin Shuckburgh. You find me today completely out of my comfort zone. I'm not, as you can see from the view, in the Cotswolds at all. I'm actually in a city called Syracuse, or Siracusa, as it is called locally, on the island of Sicily. And I'm on holiday, and normally I wouldn't be doing this because, I'm on holiday. But I've had such a wonderful time here. It's such an extraordinary place, I simply can't resist sharing it with you. Now, I haven't got Ross with me, so the camera work will be appalling. You'll have to make allowances, I'm afraid. I'm sorry about that. But you're kind enough to follow me around the Cotswolds. I think perhaps you might be interested in finding out a little bit about this extraordinary eastern coastal city called Siracusa on the island of Sicily. I'm going to try and show you around. Come with me. I recorded that introduction 4 days ago in Sicily with the intention of making a short film about the lovely island, but I came back to England to the heart-rending news of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. If you do what I do, you will occasionally come across an extraordinary brush with history. In this case, however, the coincidence and poignancy is quite extraordinary. In April 1955, in the room exactly below the balcony on which I was standing, Winston Churchill spent a recuperative holiday in this hotel after his resignation from government. Supposedly you can see him standing on his balcony in this old picture given me by the hotel. He had a wonderful holiday and wrote letters to many of his friends from the desk in his room. One of them he wrote in reply to a letter he had received from his young queen, wishing him well in retirement and lamenting the fact that she would no longer have the benefit of his counsel. She had been queen for only 2 years, but of course Winston was her first prime minister. In reply to her letter, he told her that in her first days as queen, he had felt the impact of a new personality upon our unfolding history. And he went on to explain, "Our island no longer holds the same authority or power that it did in the days of Queen Victoria. A vast world towers up around it, and after all our victories we could not claim the rank we hold were it not for the respect for our character and good sense, and the general admiration, not untinged by envy, for our institutions and way of life. All this had already grown stronger and more solidly founded during the opening years of the present reign, and I regard it as the most direct mark of God's favour we have ever received in my long life, that the whole structure of our new-formed Commonwealth has been linked and illuminated by a sparkling presence at its summit." Churchill ended his letter with a reflection on the historical atmosphere of Syracuse. "Our hotel rises out of the sinister quarries in which 6,000 Athenian prisoners of war were toiled and starved to death in 413 BC. And I am trying to paint a picture of a cavern's mouth near the listening gallery whose echoes brought secrets to the ears of Dionysus. All this is agreeable to the mental and psychological processes of laying down direct responsibility for the guidance of great affairs, and falling back upon the comforting reflection, I have done my best.